Hello bandits. Thanks for joining me again today as I take a look through the cyberpunk puzzler from Sometimes You, 7th Sector. 7th Sector is a fun little puzzler from the Russian studio with the simple premise but a fairly tricky set of puzzles throughout. It's over towards the cheaper end of the spectrum and provides a fair amount of fun for those looking for a side-scrolling challenge. Playing in a few different forms, you'll look to navigate the network through a cyberpunk Soviet environment, discovering up to 4 different endings along the way. It's not the longest game in the world, and you'll likely see completion within a couple of days if you don't complete it in one sitting. There is a danger of this though, as for the puzzle fans, the atmospheric environments within 7th Sector do manage to pull you back in. Some of the puzzles can be repetitive as you make your way through, but overall I've enjoyed the majority, and it's given me pause a few times trying to work out something that I thought at first was pretty obvious. You'll trundle your way through this title in a few different forms: energy, robots and digitised human, learning the secrets of the world, journey along it. 7th Sector is rated by the ESRB as teen and by Peggy at 18+. This is quite a change between each, and in honesty it feels a little overreaching on the Peggy 18 end. The title does contain some violent elements, such as a body in the bathtub that we can see here, and at times the user will be chased and under fire from security bots and the like. While these elements are in-game and do lend itself, I'd say that while it's not suitable for very young members of the family, you may want to take a further look into things, as that 18 rating might be a little strong for the content in-game. And with that stacked up, onto the rundown. Visuals good. The visuals within 7th Sector are atmospheric and do really add to the title. From the dark depths of the train carriages to neon rooftops, the offering here is decent. It's not looking at photorealism, but I was actually pleasantly surprised by the visual work here, which was quite a bit above what I was expecting. Audio fair. The audio doesn't detract from the title, but I was hoping for a little more in terms of soundtrack through regular gameplay. It's not bad by a long way, but it could have hit a little harder to fully complement the aesthetics. Narrative fair. For the type of title we have here, there's a fair narrative which runs through it. We're not talking about war and peace, of course, but with the 4 potential endings, there is a thread to follow for those who are paying attention. Replay lacking. The title does have some different endings and collectibles, but overall I found the replay value here to be lacking. While it's a cheaper title, for me it's likely just going to be the one playthrough. Overall, the Pixel Bandit's comrade level for 7th Sector is above average. This is a neat little puzzler with some atmospheric visuals that at the cheaper end of the spectrum is worth it for puzzle fans out there. I've had a decent amount of time with the title, and while it doesn't give a great deal in terms of replay, it is a fairly short game overall. There are a small number of endings available and little collectibles scattered throughout. You shouldn't go into this one expecting fast-paced action, and the gameplay remains simple and fairly similar throughout. Increasingly similar to Black the Fall, which we reviewed just a little while ago, it's not a title which will set the world on fire, but for puzzle enthusiasts is a good shout.
And that's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to join the conversation over on Facebook and Twitter, and let me know your thoughts on this one as well. As ever, more reviews, streams and absolute nonsense coming your way very soon, so don't wander too far.